Three lines intersect at point B. So we have one line, oops, two lines, and three lines. I have to say this because I can't stop myself. But a line should go on forever on both ends. These are actually line segments. Just a little trivia there for you. Okay. They intersect at point B. And use the diagram to answer the questions. So name two pairs of complementary angles. Now, remember, a pair is a set of two things. This is one pair. So we need two pairs of complementary angles. If you have done the vocabulary worksheet, you know that complementary angles add up to a 90-degree angle. So we need two angles that add, or we need four angles that add up to two 90-degree angles. Well, here is one, and here is one. So now, how do we name angles? Well, so I'll give you one pair. First you make the angle symbol, and then we'll go FBE. So the B, or the middle value, the middle point, will always be the vertex of the angle. So here's one, oh, I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense, because that's already a 90-degree angle. We need a pair of complementary angles, and we need two pairs. Well, I think, yeah, FBE is one, CBE, and then this side out as well, this angle and this angle. Don't get confused by this line segment here. That's just there to confuse you. Okay, name two pairs of supplementary angles. Again, two pair. I'll give you one pair. But a supplementary angle, so complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. So I could say ABF and FBE add up to 180 degrees. Can you find another pair? Two pairs of non-adjacent angles. Well, what are adjacent angles? Adjacent angles are two angles that share a common vertex and a common side. They do not overlap. So they're positioned next to each other. So, for example, we could say that this and this, these two angles are adjacent angles. Now, I know I said non-adjacent angles. So something that a non-adjacent angle will not share a common vertex and a common side. They will not do that. Okay, so let's take DBE and ABC. So they share the same vertex, but all of these angles share that same vertex. But they don't share a common side. One thing to watch out for in D is they can not be supplementary nor complementary. Okay, problem 2. In the diagram below, a right angle intersects with a straight line. Find the measures of the angles X, Y, and Z. So we need to find X, Y, and Z. Now we know, here's what we know. We know that this is 90. So I can say X equals 90 minus 35. Okay? And then after I have X, I know that X plus Y equals 180. And then for Z, I know that 180 equals 35 plus Z, because these are supplementary angles, these are complementary angles. So again, when you have a problem, start with what you know and break it down little by little. Problem 3, in the table below, an angle measure is given. In each column, provide an angle measure that is either complementary or supplementary to the given angle. Okay, so again, complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Supplementary add up to 180 degrees. So we can take this and we can subtract these values here to get the measurement of the complementary angle. Same thing here. We can take 180 and we can subtract these values one at a time. Okay, next. Draw a line segment BD such that angles ABC and DBC are complementary. Well, remember what complementary means. Complementary means a 90-degree angle. So we'll say that this is D, and we will make that 90 degrees. Okay, now draw a line segment. I'll use a different color. So that ABC and EBC are supplementary. Remember, supplementary is 180 degrees. So I can go like this, because this is a 180 degree angle, also known as a straight angle. Problem 5. Angles A and C are supplementary. Find the measure of C. Notice how these are just called by their vertex. Sometimes you'll see that. Hopefully not too often, because they can get confusing. Okay. They're supplementary, and supplementary means 180 degrees. So we'll take 180 degrees and we'll subtract angle A, and that should be angle C. Now 180 degrees minus angle A is 74 degrees. equals angle C. I'm going to let you finish that yourself. So use the figure below to answer the following questions. List two pairs of angles in this square that are complementary. Can we find any angles that add up to 90 degrees? So let's just go for one pair. Well, here's a trick. I know that 3 angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. And I know this is a square, so this should be a right angle. So I know that triangle GMF is going to equal 180 degrees. The angles so these angles should add up to 180 degrees. I'm getting tired of writing. And then just pull out your calculator and see, make sure that these match that. And I'm guessing that these will be one pair of complementary angles. See if you can find another and make sure you double check because I don't know what I'm doing. 3 angles that sum to 180 degrees. Yeah, again, use 3 letters, G, F, M will be this angle here. And you need 3 angles. Problem 7. Line M in the diagram below is intersected by 2 rays that extend to the same point. Okay, a ray. My dog's going a little crazy. A ray is a line that starts at a point and goes on forever. So here are the 2 rays. Okay, Charlie is trying to find the value of x and writes the equation x plus 24 equals 180 to help him find the value. Do you agree? So this is going to be a yes or no, and then y. And then you need to find this value. Now remember, this is a 90-degree angle, so this also has to be a 90-degree angle. And that's problem set for lesson number 1.